You know that feeling when a voice walks into your head and rearranges the furniture. That is not a metaphor. That is a mechanism. Two brains can sync. For a moment, they stop being two. Tonight we open the grimoire of modern charisma, neural coupling, mimetic sorcery. How a voice becomes a spell, how an idea becomes a creature, and how to keep your will from kneeling. Listen, a mind does not wait for truth. It predicts, it guesses the next beat, the next word, the next move. Now give that mind a rhythm, a tone, a story with teeth, and watch it lean forward like iron to a magnet. This is coupling. When you are gripped by a storyteller, your cortex mirrors theirs, peaks chasing peaks, valleys chasing valleys, like two violins tuning to the same note. It feels like fate. It is just physics. It feels like magic. It is just biology wearing a cloak. Charisma is not an aura. It is a lockpick. Low, slow breath, warm vowels, pauses that pull you in by the ribs, prosody like incense, and your neurons burn in time. Crowds are easier still. One chant, one drum, one righteous heartbeat, and the many become one animal, a temporary god made of borrowed bodies. Now the meme arrives. Slick little sigil, packed with rhythm and meaning. Just enough truth to hook you. Just enough sugar to keep you. It does not ask permission. It occupies. You have met these beings. A slogan that will not leave your tongue. A jingle that stalks you into sleep. A rumor that feels like memory. They want one thing only. Replication. You repeat them. And they grow legs. You post them, and they grow wings. Each host edits the creature. Sharper, cleverer, harder to kill. Call it mind magic if you like. Call it network dynamics if you prefer. The thing moves either way. Here is the part most people miss. It is not only the words, it is the way the words arrive. Tempo, contour, silence used like a blade, a voice that rides your attention like a horse. When a leader calms their breath, your breath slows. When they lift their pitch, your pupils bloom. When their story tightens, your frontal guard nods off for a minute, just enough to let the passenger in. You have felt this at a concert, at a sermon, at a protest, at a first date with someone who seems to speak your private language. None of this is evil by itself. It is how humans synchronize to love, to learn, to build, to heal. But any tool that binds can bind too tight. So we study the sorcery, to wield it with care, and to refuse it when it comes in black robes. proof is simple. Watch two people locked in a story. Their brains sway together like tall grass in one wind. The more they understand, the tighter the braid. Watch a choir. Breaths align. Hearts lock step. And everyone swears the room is larger on the inside. Watch a crowd meet a true spell. A phrase with rhythm and claw. Laughter erupts in the same second. Gasps rise in the same second. Hands lift as if tugged by invisible string. And now the unpopular truth. This is not mind control. It is a head start, a slipstream. It makes acceptance easier. It does not make it inevitable. You still choose. But you choose inside a weather system of nerves and sound. So we learn the weather. We name the winds. Coupling is the link. Resonance is the road. Story is the vehicle. Emotion is the fuel. Repetition is the engine that will not die. We give old names to new gears, not for superstition, for grip. A chant is an incantation because it binds timing. A meme is a sigil because it compresses power into shape. A viral thread is an egregore because many minds feed it until it feeds them back. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So what then? First, spot the spell. Notice the metronome in a voice. Notice your breath copying theirs. Notice your head nodding on a beat you did not choose. Say it softly in your mind. I am sinking. If you like the ride, ride. If not, change your rhythm. Second, break the metronome. Shift your breath for 10 seconds. Slightly faster. Slightly off the speaker's pauses. Tap a different pattern with your finger. Look at a distant point for 3 heartbeats. You just snapped the thread without a scene. Third, ask one sharp question. What is the claim? What is the cost? What is the source? A single clear question wakes the sentinel in your forehead, and the spell has to pass through customs. Fourth, practice mimetic hygiene. If a phrase feels too delicious, do not post it immediately. Let it sit. If a clip makes you rage, do not become its courier. Starve the creature, and it dies in your hands. Fifth, use the magic you now see when you speak. Breathe slower than panic. Let your vowels carry warmth. Cut clutter. Give images a spine. Repeat the line that matters. Once, twice, 3 times. Not to trick, to land. Sixth, choose your egregores. Communities chant too. Choose ones that make you kinder, clearer, harder to fool. Leave the rooms where every rhythm ends in contempt. Seventh, keep a private tempo. A song only you know. A cadence in your step. a way of speaking to yourself that does not match the crowd. This is not isolation. It is ballast. It keeps the hull steady when the sea starts singing. Remember, two minds can become one. That is a miracle. Two minds can remain two while touching. That is mastery. When you feel the glamour rise from a stage, smile. Honor the craft. Then decide with both eyes. Open. Do I let this current carry me? Or do I swim? When a meme begs to be repeated, taste it like a berry in a strange forest. Sweet does not mean safe. If it still serves your life in the morning, keep it. If not, spit it into the dirt and walk on. When you speak to those you love, use this power cleanly. Set breath like a drum for calm. Wrap truth in a story. Give your voice a place to rest between sentences. Let silence be part of the spell. Here is the last secret. Autonomy is not the absence of influence. It is the art of consent. You will always be inside someone's music. Sometimes your own. Sometimes ours. Sometimes theirs. Make the choice deliberate. If the cadence carried you tonight, let it carry you toward clarity. If it tried to carry you into sleep, break it. Stand up. Change the song. Your brain is a cathedral of echoes. Do not hand the keys to the first choir that sings. Keep one candle for your own voice. Guard it, train it. And when it is time to speak, speak like a bell in clean air. Not to dominate, to wake. Now you know the grammar of the glamour, the physics of the spell, the biology of the bind. Use it, or refuse it. But do not pretend it is not there, because the next time a voice walks into your head, you will know whether to offer it a chair or the door. If this video shifted something in your mind, you're ready for the next level. Download my free ritual guide in the description. No catch, just pure psychological alchemy you can use tonight. If you want to go deeper, hit the initiation playlist. It's your step-by-step journey into breaking unconscious patterns and mastering your own mind. Both links are waiting below. Your transformation starts now. Until next time.